Okay. Hey, everyone. We're back. We're back. And look who I brought with me. I brought the amazing, the great VT Haley. Would you look at that outfit, by the way? That is commanding some power right there, guys. And I love it to death. I love it to death. VT, how you doing today?
I'm great. How are you, Sam?
I'm not dead. I'm not dead.
Not dead. Okay.
Listen, 55 spicy chicken nuggets later, you start feeling some
no, dude.
start feeling some pain. Start feeling some pain.
Yeah, you need to eat some vegetables. I'm standing by that.
Dude, I know, Triune, she looks so professional. I look like I just rolled out of bed. To be fair though, I feel like I just rolled out of bed. But so VT Haley, it is very great having you on here. This is by the way, guys, our very first sort of pilot episode for a return of the podcast. So everyone, I want you all to say hi to VT Haley. She was so kind. At the very last second, I was like, literally yesterday, I was like, hey, I'd love to have you on the podcast because of all of the events going on. So I'd love to have you. I think it would be great. And she was like, heck yes, absolutely. So VT Haley, you are a Twitch streamer, correct?
I think so.
You
Yeah.
think so? Okay. All right, that's a start. We'll work off of that. How long have you been streaming?
Yes, I am. Oh God. I just had my 3-year Twitch affiliate stream a couple months ago.
3 years. So that would be, you started back in 2018.
Yeah, I technically started sometime in 2017. I'm assuming the summer of 2017, something like that. But I didn't get serious into it until 2018.
I'm sorry. Isn't she the streamer that tries to not be profane but is profane? I think you just got outed there. I think someone just called you out.
I did. God.
So 3 years, technically 4-ish years, but like really seriously for the past 3 years is when you got affiliated. That's awesome though. That's really awesome. So this did you start with playing World of Warcraft? Because let's be honest, I know you're a World of Warcraft streamer, right? Did you start with playing World of Warcraft?
Yeah, fun fact, World of Warcraft was the first game that I ever like played on a computer. Other than like remember when you didn't have internet on your computer? Like
Oh, God.
back in, the old ages,
Like 5 months ago.
the
Yeah,
dial-up ages.
oh my God, yes.
And you played pinball.
Right.
That was it. That's all I had. I had that and like PlayStation games, but World of Warcraft was like my first like real game that I ever played.
So what got you into World of Warcraft? Like, what made you can barely hear her, or is it just me? All right, let me turn up the volume a little bit.
Is that better?
Oh, I turned up the volume. It's okay. If I need to turn you up, I will. Hopefully, I won't.
My mic has been screwy the past few days.
All right, I should be able to hear you better now.
Hopefully. Okay. My ex actually got me into World of Warcraft. Back in college, he was like playing WoW, and I was like, this looks interesting. Can I play? And so like I got my account, recruit a friend, whatever. And yeah, I ended up getting way better at him at the game, and then he quit.
So he got jealous? Was he just like,
Yeah.
that's
like,
great.
I think I'm gonna play some other games now. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep playing World of Warcraft. Thank you.
And so you showed him up, and he's just like, yeah, I'm not about this life. No thanks. No thanks.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Wow, that's what a power move. Did you? So I know you. So what class do you play in World of Warcraft? First of all,
I am a hunter, and I also have a guardian druid.
Okay, so you're a hunter. Did you start with playing a hunter back in the day? So you've been a hunter main all this time.
The hunter that I play now is the very first character I ever created.
Nice. And so you stream World of Warcraft, obviously, and you've been playing the game for a long time. And you started Twitch 3 years ago. What got you into Twitch though?
wish I knew that answer. I have no idea.
So you
I
didn't. So,
don't remember like why I was like, I'm gonna start streaming.
you're gonna start.
I don't remember why I ever like made that decision.
So your
And then
origin
suddenly
story
I was
was.
affiliated, and yeah.
So, oh, listen, I think that's how it goes with like most people. They're just like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna start streaming on Twitch now. So have you heard of Twitch before? Or it was just like,
No, it was like again, like my ex like kind of got me into it and
uh-huh.
like showed me Twitch, and I was like, okie dokie, I'll try this.
Was he streaming
Like,
on Twitch too? And then you started doing better on him. He was like, I'm gonna go stream on Mixer
no.
now.
No, I really don't remember like what was the first like, hey, you should stream Twitch like moment. I remember I had a terrible webcam
Right.
and I had my camera up like over my mini map instead of my chat. I don't remember the reasoning for it. But that's like my first memories of Twitch was actually streaming.
Sorry, hold on. I forgot I need to change the directory that we're in. I think we are in just chatting, but I just want to make sure. Yes, okay, we are. So yeah, so what would you say your Twitch journey has been like in between those 3 years though? Would you say you've had
Hell on wheels.
hell on wheel? Like,
oh my god,
ooh,
yeah.
all right, you got to walk us through that now because this sounds like it's gonna be interesting right here. Ooh, that's good stuff right there.
God. So I was streaming. I got affiliated, and then I got into streaming with a partnered streamer. I'm not going to say names, anything like that. I did a bunch of carries.
Right.
I did carries for like 10 plus hours a day back in Legion.
Jesus.
It was such a good time because the Legion keys were the best keys.
Right.
They were easy. Like you had a tank, a DPS, a tank, 2 DPS, and then you brought 2 people in to carry them,
Mm-hmm.
and you just pull the whole dungeon. It all dies, and it was so much fun. It
Right.
was a great time. Um, so a lot of things happened in between there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I got out of a bad situation basically at the end of it, and then I moved back home to my dad's, and he was like, you can't stream for a living. That's not a real job. Get a real job. So then
Ooh.
I took a year off of Twitch.
Right.
I did door-to-door sales for Verizon.
Oh, that sounds like
And
a lot of
then
fun.
I COVID happened.
Of
So,
course.
going door to door was kind of
A little difficult.
real frowned upon.
Yeah.
Um
They don't like that. People don't like that too much during a pandemic. Who would have thought?
people don't like that outside of a pandemic.
Yeah, right.
So,
So so it
um,
was door to door for Verizon.
mhm.
What's involved with that? I don't think I've ever had a Verizon salesperson show up at my door. Were you trying to sell cell
So
phone plans?
it's their internet service.
Oh, it's their internet service.
Yeah.
Was it
So it's really like only on the East Coast and stuff like that. But you just like go up and you have like a little tablet that tells you who lives there or who lived there recently. And you go up and you knock and you hope they answer and you're like, "Hi, the internet that you currently have, it's not Verizon. Don't lie to me. Your internet sucks. You want to sign up?"
so how good was your internet like Verizon internet service? Was it like actually worth it or oh yeah. So
I
you believe
have it.
oh you have it. So you believe in your Verizon. You believe in the Verizon
Yeah.
internet. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
should
mean,
get
I
Verizon.
also have like their
Should
phones and it's something that I'll like never get away from.
Right.
Um but yeah,
I mean, yeah, because
if it's there, I recommend it
I have a
to say the
Verizon
least.
because I use Verizon for my cell phone carrier, so I didn't even know they did
Yeah,
internet. That's interesting. Makes sense though.
it's definitely not where you're at.
Yeah,
100% not anywhere close to you.
yeah. Very sad. Very sad to hear that. But anyways, so getting back on topic with your, with your WoW career over time, sort of.
Mhm.
So COVID happened, and is that when you were just like, all
I
right,
That's when I just like turned the stream back on again, and I tried doing some carries again at some point last year with some other Twitch streamers. I realized like carry streaming wasn't what I wanted to get into.
okay,
Um just because that's like I don't think it brings in like 100% of the best people. It brings in like you'll get the good people in there, but there's a lot of people that just want to like leech off of you. And it really sucks. But people who do carry streams, you've said it plenty of times,
yeah,
like respect. Straight up respect. Because that is not easy to do in any
it's.
way, shape, or form.
I mean, like you look at the carriers like Rob. He's doing it for 8 hours a day, and he is just like absolutely destroying it, and
Yeah.
he does it every day. It's always really impressive. She and he. Thanks, Chad. I love you guys. You're great. You guys are great. I'm still keeping an eye on you over there. Yes, guys. Big shout out to
I
VT Haley. But yeah, so you see these carriers, but also at the same time, it's like you have massive respect with them. But I also agree. It's also just like you're building a community around this
Mhm.
service, right? This
Yeah,
service that could
yeah,
one day maybe disappear, right? One day maybe not be around anymore. And so
exactly.
that's a scary idea. So you wanted to go more of the route of I want a community based on yourself?
Based on like me, yeah. Like half the time I'm streaming, I'm just running laps around Oribos. It's embarrassing, but that's all I do. I'm pretty sure if I like logged on, I have well over like 4 or 5 thousand laps around Oribos.
Sorry about that. My
Happy
sub alert
birthday,
went
Sam.
off.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're good.
Tempe, thank you so much for that, my dude. Thank you so much for the 3 months in a row. I'm gonna go ahead and turn those off for now, though, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry, dude. Sorry,
You're
guys.
fine.
But yes, Tempest, thank you so much for the 3 months in a row. Much appreciated. So you want this you want to stream built around your personality and everything around who you are. Um, and how has that impacted you? Was it difficult to transition into that after becoming a key carry streamer?
It
Uh,
definitely is. Um, like I've had a lot of ups and downs in my streaming career. Um Taking a year off really takes a toll on like path to partner.
yes, it
Like
does. It does.
real bad. Um so that was the first like huge down, was taking that year off and having to rebuild up from there. And then stopping carrying, you lose people then too. So
Right.
having to I mean, it's definitely taught me a lot. It's taught me, like, do what I wanna do, not what other people want me to do. And it's a lot better on my mental.
So this has made you enjoy streaming more, you would say?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
Because
doing
I
it.
mean, like, as much as I love doing keys, I want to be able to not do them for the entire stream. Like, I want that break.
Yeah,
I
well,
want it to be, like, on my own
well,
time.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's how I feel about it. It's because when it comes to the key carries and everything, they're fun to do. They're obviously fun, but after a while, it's just like, all right,
It's draining.
yeah, we're 100 days, we're 150 days in the patch cycle now, and I
Mhm.
don't know if I could do another 15 HOA, which I never did a 15 HOA until the very end of the patch. But you guys get what I'm saying. You guys get what I'm saying. It's just it's difficult to enjoy the game when you keep doing something so monotonous over and
Y
over and over again.
Yeah, it's definitely monotonous. Um, yeah. Mhm.
And I mean, yeah, and I guess there's a satisfaction, that you're helping out the community and everything like that. But it's also like you said, you want to have the personality be the driving force behind your stream, because when you go to a different game or something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
It's also it is very, very, very hard to be able to find a group of 3 other people who can have the same schedule as you.
Yeah, especially as a
That's
streamer on a streamer
very
schedule.
hard.
When you
Yeah.
stream for 6, 7, 8 hours a day, and you're
Mhm.
just like, all right, guys, we need to be doing this. I need a steady group of people
These
who are willing
6
to do it.
hours, you belong to me.
Yeah, and that's always really tough to be able to get because there
Yeah.
because at least you can get the subs and everything, but for the most part, sometimes it's just people come along to it just to help support you, just because they really like playing World of Warcraft or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Grandma, I agree. There's a fine line between helping the community and eventually being taken for granted, and it's it's
Yeah.
it's a it's a tough line to balance there. It's a really tough line. But at the and here's the thing: if you're happy with what you're doing, more power to you. If you're happy with what you stream, if you're able to do it every day, more power to you.
Oh, yeah.
The
If you
problem,
if you're able to make keys fun for 40 hours a week, you are
freaking amazing,
seriously.
little
Oh my
crazy,
god.
little insane, little insane. Dude, side effects. I know. Look at she's like super professional, like ready for a business interview. She's going to a Fortune 500 company. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here like, oh, sup, bro? We getting hella lit in here, dude. It's just the parallel. Listen. I know I couldn't figure out how to fix it. All right, Cedar. We're just chalking this up to being a pilot episode. But so you played well for all of this time. You've been streaming for all of this time, and you. What are some of the aspects of streaming that you've really enjoyed so far?
Meeting new people.
People,
Like
but
meeting people from everywhere.
right,
Um like your community, Cal's community, there's so many people that are from every single walk of life, and just being able to meet those people and learn about them and become really good friends with them. That's my favorite. Absolutely
yeah.
the greatest.
Well, and I've talked about this before on previous episodes from 2 years ago. Nobody go and watch those. And the aspect of streaming, the being able to meet people from the other side of the world, right? Being able to
Mhm.
talk to someone who lives in Australia, like Logan, right?
Logan, yep.
He's all the way in Australia. You have people who live in Asia. You have people who live in Europe. And you're able to meet all of these different cultures and interact with them, meet new people, and expand your horizons that you wouldn't have been able to do without stream. Or you would have been able to do it, but it would have been a lot more boring, in my opinion.
It's in one place. You're meeting people who have a common interest of,
Exactly.
a game, and they're all coming to you to
Exactly.
talk
Yep.
to you about your common interests. It's incredible. It is absolutely the coolest thing. It's just meeting people from everywhere. And like Aowen just said, like people that live so close to you.
Yeah. And then
You're
you're
like,
able to like
oh,
hang
yeah.
out or something like that, and you go to a convention or something like that, and you're able to hang out with them there or something, and that's also really cool.
Hmm.
And I think
That was another one of my favorite streaming experiences was going to TwitchCon and BlizzCon
oh, which TwitchCon BlizzCon did you go to?
2018.
2018 was also when I went to my first convention, which was PAX East. What did you think of convention? Was it like fun
It was
stuff?
awesome. It
Awesome.
was awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
meaning, dude, isn't it? It's just the energy. You get the energy of everyone
Hmm.
around you, and you just like, you're feeding off of
And
that, and you're getting
I
hyped from all the
got
announcements.
starstruck so many times, i- incredible. Um I met Sko, Dejari. I met quite a few Method Boys. I met Max from Limit, a, a ton of the BDG boys, and everyone knows I'm a huge BDG fangirl.
Right.
And that was because we went to a party at the BDG house,
Hmm.
and they were all so welcoming and sweet and nice, and it was like genuine nice. It wasn't Here's a girl, be nice.
He's a girl. Oh my god, this person's a girl. Oh Lord. So yeah, that's, I mean, just the convention scene and everything about it was just, it's really eye opening. It's like I'm really looking forward to TwitchCon, whatever,
Oh my gosh,
2022
yes.
or BlizzCon 2022, when we're actually finally able to go back out there. Fingers crossed,
I
guys.
hope so.
I hope so too. Oh God, I hope so too.
Please.
Um,
Like I tweeted like yesterday, like I just want to be at TwitchCon with my friends.
Well, this is actually a really good question that Triune has asked here. How's numbers been affected not only on VT Haley's stream, but yourself, Sam, with not only the extreme delay of 9.1 and the recent lawsuit? I don't think we're going to talk about the lawsuit today, though, guys. But yeah, the 9.1 stuff going on and everything like that. Because Racer World First always impacts viewer numbers big time because everybody's
Oh
watching
yeah. Yeah. If you're
RWF.
not like a part of the Race to World First, you typically see a dip, but once like you get like the top 10, it just levels back out.
Yeah, and the extreme, here's the thing, when so it's actually really interesting with like the extreme delay of 9.1 and everything. I actually saw an uptick in numbers. But it's
I did
just,
too.
yeah, it's just because people are bored. Honestly, they're bored of the
Yeah.
game. They're bored. They're bored of playing the game, so they're just gonna watch someone else try
Yeah.
to have
I
fun
just
with
want to
it.
watch someone else,
Yeah,
farm mounts or whatever they're doing at that point. Yeah.
exactly. And I guess, with this, so my question to you is, what do you think of the state of World of Warcraft right now?
Blizzard's killing World of Warcraft.
Right, just like taking it
Mhm.
out back and just like, gotta put you down, boy.
Yeah. Yeah. It is not good. I think it's a mixture of quite a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
but in the end Blizzard is like
A lot of
ultimately
things,
kind of shooting themselves in the foot.
a lot of shooting with a big gun.
Fucking
that,
bazooka. Yeah.
yeah. Well, not only has the cow been milked dry, Edge, it's well, it's also being shot in the face multiple times with like a submachine gun. They just Blizzard just
That
keeps.
like I COVID did not help the situation with Shadowlands being delayed and then 9.0 taking 7
Yeah,
months. And it was just there's a lot of things going on, and then recent events are just
not helping it. And then when you see
pretty
other
bad.
MMOs doing really well, like Final Fantasy
Yep.
14,
Final Fantasy and New World and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
and it just makes it a little bit tough to be able to enjoy the game. So, but you're still
Yeah.
playing it. You're still playing it.
hmm
Um,
it's a I think you were talking about it earlier on stream. Um like Azeroth is a safe place for a lot of people,
right,
myself included.
right.
It's not World of Warcraft. It's like being online. I turn on my computer,
Mm-hmm.
I open up BattleNet, I log into WoW, and then I AFK and I go do whatever.
Right.
Like it's something feels safe and right about being logged on to my character. And I'm sub for another 5-6 months. So
And when that sub runs out, are you planning on continuing? Um,
yeah, probably.
probably even so. Even if Blizzard's just like, "Yep, never
It's
happened. Don't know what you're talking about."
it's very difficult for me to not play WoW.
Okay. Uh,
Uh yeah.
it,
And like the people that are canceling their subs, like more power to you. I am so happy that like you're able to do that. I can't find a game that makes me feel the way that WoW does.
Mods, can we get another shout out for VT Haley? Um, yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. That's what I've been preaching a lot these past couple of days is enjoy the game. Continue to enjoy the game.
Exactly.
Continue to enjoy. There's nothing wrong with enjoying this game. Yes, what Blizzard did sucked. Yes, what the heads of Blizzard did really fucking sucked. But at the end of the day, there's also a lot of really great people. And
Absolutely.
And
And it's go
not
ahead.
only, but not only that, you're also provide like your stream is providing a safe place for people as well to be able to come to be able to relax, and to be able to have fun with. And you're able to monetarily support yourself through
Mm.
World of Warcraft as well, right? Because playing a different game, like it'd be tough.
Playing a different game is very, very taxing on a stream.
Yes.
It's if you do not have the community to support you if you make a switch like that, you're gonna hurt.
Gonna hurt bad. Gonna hurt bad.
Yeah.
And which is a good thing though, because like you said, you're building a community around the personality, building a community
Hmm.
around who you are, not what you can do, right? But
Exactly.
which is good though, because you also play the game really well. Like I've just seen a couple little bit here and there. But you play it better than
Good
me,
thing I
so.
was not streaming my keys today. Yikes.
So with the overall state of everything, with the overall state of World of Warcraft, how long do you think it's going to be around? Or do you think it's going to be around for much longer? You think is it just going to keep on soldering on with the?
I'm waiting for Legion Classic.
Well, you played a lot of TBC Classic with us, and
Hmm.
that was also a lot of fun. It was
It was.
but it's just like something just didn't feel right about it either with Burning Crusade class. And I don't know if it's just like what Blizzard did with it, with the microtransactions and everything. This is the last X pack. Bet along, bet along on it. Listen, Grandma, keep your lungs okay.
Please keep your lungs.
um, I probably play a WoW VR honestly, just to look at all the environments and everything. But what? So when Shadowlands first came out, what were you thinking of it? Were you like, yes, this is great. This
It
is the.
was Shadowlands when it launched had the greatest potential that Blizzard has seen in a while.
And what do you think Blizzard wasted?
Uh,
Like, and so based off that statement, it sounds like they've obviously wasted it. And
they did because they didn't give us anything. It was, I believe, Legion was something like a 75-day cycle. We had something new every 75 days.
yeah,
And I'm pretty sure it was Legion that happened. Um, and that's why Legion is hands down one of the best expansions that they've released. It's
no,
because we were constantly getting content. We weren't stuck for 7 months with our fingers up our ass doing nothing.
right. And I guess that shatters the illusion of what the game is, right? Because you're just sitting
Yeah,
there.
and like the reason that Shadowland started out so great was no um there was no need to constantly farm something. There was no Azerite power, there was no artifact power. There was yeah, we have anima, but at the like anima doesn't increase your character's power.
Right,
It gives you cosmetics, gives you mounts. That's cool. But there was no reason to farm it to help win the race to world first or anything like that.
right.
And that's why it started off so great. And you could probably go back and look at some tweets from like some of the people in the race to world first, and they were able to take a break. Like they were able to turn off the game, and that's why it was so amazing. That's why everyone's like, "Oh my god, finally an expansion where I don't have to play 24/7 when it launches."
Exactly. You can just play the game. And so with waiting this long in between everything and the 9.1 finally coming out, what was your reaction to 9.1? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it?
The new raid's incredible.
Oh,
The new raid is extremely fun. Um, the bosses
mm-hmm.
are they're they are great fights. Painsmith, like there's so many people like, oh my god, I hate Painsmith, but Painsmith is a fun fight because there are mechanics that you haven't seen before
Right.
that you have like it's got a steep learning curve,
Uh-huh.
and that's what makes it fun is having to actually progress on a boss instead of like Guardian of the First ones where it's literally a loot pinata.
Hmm. Yeah, well, I haven't done it, so I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to comment on that. But so 9.1, the raid is fun, and Korthia or the Tazavesh, the new dungeon.
Tazavesh, yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of all of that? Or was it just like more of the
I
same?
think Korthia is very fun, and I think that it's a very good daily because you don't have to do everything that's there.
Right.
And if you do everything that's there, I have a friend who has been timing himself. He makes it a game to see how quickly he can get it done.
Right.
I think he's finished all of it in like 48 minutes. It's not like an all day ordeal to do Korthia.
Right.
It's quick, it's easy, and you don't have to go and kill all the rares, which I like that. But I go and kill all the rares because of mount drop chances.
Gotta get
So
those mounts, right? Gotta look good. Gotta increase that mount collection. So with all of everything
leave
going
my
on with
mount collection out of this.
yeah.
I feel attacked.
So I'm sorry. Sorry. Let me get back into so with everything going on right now with Blizzard and everything going on with World of Warcraft, does this make you nervous as a streamer? Does it make you nervous about your career?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've been very fortunate, and no one has come at my throat about still streaming World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
But some people have not been so lucky about it.
Yeah, I
Um,
think we're very fortunate with our communities that we have people who are not insane.
yeah, I have seen things on Twitter that kind of make me
Mm.
like
Yeah, hold
real
on,
pissed.
because I actually tweeted out about this the other day, um, and it was the tweet like really blew up. It was basically talking like it's okay to play World of Warcraft and everything like that if you continue to enjoy the products. But man, some people were really not happy that I said
Yeah.
that. In fact, let's see. The biggest one that was I think that I read it was just like I was just like, what the fuck? These people are insane. Like people are insane. Is
They are.
the
They really are.
well, it's like let me see. I'm trying to see if I can find it, but I don't know. Maybe, well, I'll look for it later. But anyways, but yeah, it was just like, but basically, it was just like the general gist of it was like, oh, so you don't, so it's kind of strange that you're talking about streamers first. It's kind of selfish while other people are suffering, and I'm like,
Have
really?
a job too.
Yeah. Well, then someone was like, you need to go and get a real job, and I'm like, okay,
Ugh,
okay.
that is.
Oh, I'm sure you get hit with that a lot, right? Go get a real job.
I used to get it from my parents
Yeah.
all the time, and I finally just like I
Em-
gave up, and I was like, this is what I'm doing. Like you can support me or not.
Right.
Figure it out.
And,
So
and did they figure it out, or are they still on? Are they like, yeah, okay,
they're finally like cool with it.
right?
They're both finally cool with it. It's like my grandparents that are like, "Are you still doing that streaming gaming thing?" Yes, I am.
Do you think it's do you think it's an issue with the just they don't understand it?
It's a generational thing.
Yeah, like they just don't understand. Like,
Like
dude, people are like in love with you right now. It's because it's the business suit. It's the business suit. You look like a badass. Meanwhile,
I
I'm
thought
over
about
here looking like a
wearing
fat ass.
I thought about going for the clueless one, but I calmed myself down on that.
Yeah, listen, I think. Well, listen, you pulling off the look really well. Not necessarily general. Yeah, I think it's more of just along the lines of like it's just hard to understand if you're not into it, right? Hard to understand what streaming is if you're not into it.
And like I've tried, and because people have, you know, talked to me about it, and the best way to try and make it make sense to them is like comparing it to like sports. Just doesn't work for them.
Oh yeah, that's
Still
true.
doesn't work. And like my grandpa's like huge into sports. He was actually drafted for the Pirates when he was younger for baseball. Um so like it should make sense to him, but it doesn't.
Hmm. Oh, and by the way,
So,
chat, I just want to throw this out there real quick. If it seems like I'm ignoring you, it's just because I'm like right now on talking with Haley. So it's not because I'm ignoring you. I am looking at them and I'm trying to cherry pick the best questions, but I'm also trying to focus on the conversation as well. So that's how we're typically going to do these podcasts in the future. It's just, Lord, I am ignoring you though, my. So yes, you are correct. Um, so so I guess as you keep going through your streaming career, what's the biggest thing you've learned from it?
um do what you want. Like don't let other people tell you what you should or shouldn't do.
That's an important.
Like in the end, like your stream has your name on it. It doesn't have your mom's name on it, your dad's name on it, like, or can Joe Schmo from I don't know where. Like it doesn't have those names on it. Your stream is quite literally your company.
Right.
You're the owner and the, you know, single employee. You do what you want with it. Take advice, like always take advice that's given to you,
Hmm.
but if it's not going to work, don't do it.
Yeah. Keep moving
You
on.
know, at in the end, you know what's best for you.
Right. Right. And I want to talk about that comment real quick, Drew. A real job because broadcaster and actor are different. I liken streaming to how Hollywood was back in like the 60s, right? Everybody's doing it. Everybody's going out to be a streamer because streaming. Well, first of all, you have fun with streaming, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you enjoy the process of streaming. You enjoy the and I mean like you have your hard days, right? You have the days where you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Why the fuck am I doing this? This is the crazy.
Yes.
This is stupid. This is insane.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you also come out of it and you're like, I wouldn't want to do anything else.
Exactly. That's why I have a very specific schedule,
Mm-hmm.
and I take 2 days off a week. If I don't take those 2 days off, I'm going to spiral very quickly.
Fucking fucking Miss Nikki, thank you so much. And that's why I always say it's important too, guys. If you're starting off as a streamer, it's always just don't stream 17 hours a day every day. Because let me tell you, you're gonna go fucking crazy
Uh-huh. Like
instantly.
I even did it last year where I was just streaming like at minimum 10 to 12 hours a day.
Did you have good viewer numbers at that point?
No.
And
The streaming more does not equate to higher numbers.
and then
That is such a huge thing.
well, it's also the mind game that starts happening there too, because you're like, well, I'm
Mhm.
streaming 10 hours a day every day. Why isn't anybody watching me? Right?
Yep.
That little thought starts growing and growing and growing. And it's just like
Yep.
you're
And it's
losing.
because you're sitting there with bags under your eyes and you're just like, I'm so tired.
Brr. Brr.
You know? Like, and at that point, like, you're forgetting to eat. You're forgetting to keep yourself hydrated. You're unhealthy physically and mentally, and it's really, really, really bad for you.
All right, so Sonic Atomic has a question for you. Stream has now shown how delicate it can come with the massive viewers avoiding WoW and loss of viewers because the game isn't doing well. Do you worry this job can easily go away?
So, for me, I have enough faith in my community that I could switch games. and be okay. It will be rough, but I have that, like, I have fostered a great community that supports me and not just like VT Haley on Illidan. Like they support me.
You.
So because I've done that, I feel safe in the fact that I could switch games if I needed to.
Yeah. Asmongold taking your trying Asmongold doesn't have to worry about the things that we have to worry about.
Yeah.
He can literally just sit there and have 50,000 viewers. Asmongold doesn't have to worry anymore about his audience or what he does.
He makes, I guarantee you, he makes more money than like Sam and I combined just off of people who have forgotten to turn off their sub.
Yeah, pretty much. Just a depressing thought. Do you want to be so a question, do you want to be Asmongold level big?
No.
No?
No. Like, it sounds great, right? Like, it sounds so great to like just have money constantly rolling in,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't interact with your chat. Like you can't create a community
Right.
that you talk to every day because, you know, chat's just it's I I have respect for Asmon because oh my god, he's a great streamer. He knows what he's doing.
Right. I
I
mean, he does.
can't
He
I can't
absolutely
even
does.
watch like streams that large because I want to talk to the streamer. I want to be answered when I ask a question.
So,
So,
to you, what would be the happy idea? Like, where do you want to be as a streamer? You want to be comfortable enough? Calgal, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the stream, everyone. We're currently talking with the great and amazing VT Haley. Hello, everyone, guys. Big shout out to VT Haley. Big shout out to Calgal TV as well. So where do you want to end up as a streamer? Do you want to just end up, okay, I'm able to pay the bills. I'm able to I'm able to have a little cushion, you know what I mean, to be able to do what I want, and have a great community who's interactive and chat, but not too much. Is that where you'd like to end up?
like to be at Luxos's level.
Like Lux, I'd say Lux level is good because
Yeah,
he still has that good community interaction and he's able to
exactly.
pay the bills.
I think like Lux is a great.
Heyo.
God, I love Lux so much, and I actually like I have a funny story about him. I was streaming at some point, probably back in 2017 or 18, and I've been using his weak auras that long.
Right.
He came into my stream, and like his name wasn't like you know, a I want to say household name, but like you know what I
Yeah.
mean, right? Okay, cool. Um, he came on my stream and was like, "Hey, those are cool weak auras." I was like, "Oh, thanks." And then I like looked over again, and I like did like a double take. I was
you're
like,
like
"Oh my god,
you're like
oh my god,
you made
you
these.
made these! Oh my god!" I like I had a little fangirl moment, and like that was before he really started streaming.
Right.
Um, but like I'll always like remember that little like Luxos moment, and I want to get to the point where like Luxos can pay his bills. I hope. Um,
I think he can.
he's got awesome sponsorships. He's got an amazing community. Those people are beyond awesome.
I'm sorry, I'm also IDK man. He lives in Canada. AC for our igloos is pricey. Listen, I want to talk this comment. Firmly believe that if she stopped streaming WoW, she would 100% be fine. Seems like a great personality, and I would think those following her would be supportive and continue watching her. Look at that. Doesn't it just warm your heart up? It's like
It does actually.
melt the iciness around your heart. God, it makes you feel again as a streamer. Um, Listen, guys, we stopped feeling a long time ago. There are only certain times where we feel. It's how you survive in this industry. So
Yeah.
if you could go back, you could talk to yourself. You could be like 2018 VT Haley, smack her across the face, and you listen here, bitch. This is what you're gonna need to do in order to succeed. Or like, what would you tell yourself? I already like it.
Oh
Wow.
man. It has to do with not getting involved with another Twitch partner. So
Fair enough. Fair
that's
enough. So general advice then, maybe fucking move your camera over here. Or
um I God, I that's really like the biggest thing for me was don't get involved in this toxic community.
right.
That's really what it was because I got into a really, really bad position. I had great numbers,
Mm-hmm.
but it all revolved around people around me being toxic and at that point, like general harassment towards me. And I was just taking it because my bills were being paid.
Right.
So,
So was it just general harassment because of personality, who you were? Was it because you're female or
it was increasing numbers.
increasing Oh, so it's jealousy
No, 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 no.
or
It was an entire community that was toxic for the sake of it makes more money.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
And I
So
was kind of like the ass end of a lot of jokes that just were very uncomfortable and yeah, just not a good place to be and I am so thankful that I'm finally not around any of that anymore.
right. It's tough. It's tough. Because as a
Mhm.
streamer, want to grow, want to you want to be able to support
You want
yourself.
to pay your bills.
Exactly. There's also
Yeah.
there's also Storm with Asmongold is different though because he is the toxic because the character Asmongold is the toxicity, right? Whereas if someone directs toxicity at someone, right? Um
Yeah. It was
because the
a
way
lot of sexual jokes where
E-
I was
E- that's
the
a
brunt of it.
that's slimy. That's slimy. Yeah, that's definitely not good. And
Yeah.
and especially as a woman on Twitch. A woman on
It
Twitch.
was a thing where I didn't know any better and I thought that I had to just take it.
God, that breaks my heart to hear that. That actually does.
I'm not a part of it anymore and I see it as a learning experience
Right.
because I know that that's not the only part of Twitch. And thank God I know that now. Um, but yeah, like there is 100% a community, multiple communities on Twitch that just they thrive off of being terrible to each other.
Yeah. And that's to me the problem with this industries in general, video game industry, streaming industry, pretty much indie industry, is the idea that you're a doe-eyed streamer. You're like, wow, I could be the next Ninja. I could be the next Asmongold. I could be, the next Tim the Tap Man or Dr. Lupo. And you have the seedy underbelly, right? The seedy,
Mhm.
the absolute scum of the website who will take advantage of
Anyone who's weak.
or anyone who doesn't know better, anyone who
Mhm.
anyone who thinks this is how the website works. All right, whatever. This if this is how it has to be, it has to be.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, you have communities like us where we're welcoming. This is a safe space. You know, if you're dickhead, you're fucking out, gone, gonzo, done. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it just it. I think talking about this is a really good way to warn. It serves as a warning. Serves as a
Absolutely. A lot of people don't know that it's out there. They don't realize that there are people on Twitch that don't care about others' feelings.
yeah.
There are people there. Um, I've seen it. I've been a part of it, and I got out of it. And I took a year off from Twitch, and then I came back and realized what I needed to do to not bring those people around me, because I will ban people quickly if someone mentions a specific name. Gotta go. Bye.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. The especially with being a female on Twitch, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
God, you know, I'm lucky. I'm a guy. I don't have to worry about oh, show me them knockers. Well, where
Ban. No, I definitely I mess with people really bad if they come in and try and do stuff like that.
well, yeah, it's like after a certain point, you just gotta make a game out of it, right? Like you just gotta make fun of them. That's what I. Later, Myso. Later, dude. Later. Can't do that on a stream. TOS. Come on, man. Um, the thing that you had to, it's you gotta have fun with the trolls. Otherwise, you just get bored. You're like, okay, man, whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You gotta
Like,
have fun with it.
I've told my mods, I'm like, just let me handle it. I got it.
Yeah, exactly. And but it still sucks though when like you know a new female streamer comes onto the scene. They are like it's just the same thing we've been talking about. It's like they're ready to be a part of an awesome community, and it's like, hey, can I see your
And then
tits?
people come in and they're like, why aren't you hot tub streaming?
Yeah, or it's like,
You can make so much money hot tub streaming.
and it's like, or you know, I can just do what I want, right? Or you could just play the
Exactly.
games that you want, and be able to enjoy the game. And it's like what we're saying. It's just the idea that people are just literal scumbags on this website. It's just like, and
Mm-hmm.
it's so sad that this is something
We got a
that.
whole list of
Oh
them.
my god, I know, right? It's just it's depressing. It really is depressing that your experience versus my experience, right? My experience is um not as intense as yours. I mean, the most I ever get is just, oh my god, are you good at math or something like that? You know, things like that. Um, whereas with you, I feel like it's just for a woman, it's just so much to have to deal with and everything like that. Aon is absolutely correct. I'm not good at math. Um,
Jesus.
well, it's true. I'm not. Um, but the so moving forward with all of this is what where do you see yourself? Like, what do you see yourself doing though as a streamer, especially because do you see yourself ever playing a different game other than World of Warcraft? I know you've been talking about it a little bit. I think with Final Fantasy 14, right?
Yeah. I'm kind of just gonna take it, or I guess I'm gonna go where it takes me.
Right.
I'm not a planner. I I have a calendar, but it's mostly empty.
I think we all have one of those just to make ourselves feel better, right? It's just like, all right,
I
organization
bought
time.
this
I bought this. I'm ready to
4
be
months
organized.
later.
Yeah, 4
Yeah.
months later.
Yeah, I mean, like I try and use it, but I don't follow anything that I write down. It's bad.
Right.
Like I've tried every kind of organization thing that you can possibly imagine. I can't get it right. I can't find the right thing that keeps me organized. It all just has to stay in my head.
Feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
Everything up there is just a jumble though. It's just like,
That's
what
why
the
my wedding is going to be a catastrophe.
Well, speaking of which, you are getting married, right? Correct? You are getting married in
Yeah.
13 days, I think is what you said.
Mm-hmm.
13 days. Are you going to stream it? It's going to be streamed?
I can't. I
Fuck.
can't. It is in the literal middle of nowhere.
Fuck.
Like,
Damn.
I have no cell service out there, let alone internet.
Damn. That's really unfortunate. I was going to that. But
Yeah,
so
no,
so
I've yeah, no.
so obviously you're getting married. So that means you have a significant other. That
Mhm.
means how long have you guys been together if you don't mind me asking?
Great question.
We'll come back to
Sometime
that.
in 2019.
So nice. Okay, so not so that's awesome. That's a good amount of time. Whatever. Um. So my question to you is, how has your significant other supported you in streaming? Like, did they think it's awesome? Do they think it's
Yeah, he's like, if you can pay the bills, I don't give a shit what you do.
fair
That's
enough? Fair
it.
enough. So he's like full
And I'm the
100%.
same way with him.
Right.
Like, if you can pay the bills, I don't care what you do. Like, if we can support each other and um like if we can support each other and then like support a family that we want to have, then we're good.
Right.
That's what matters to me.
Right. And
Well,
it's important to have that, right? To have that sort of support when it comes
yeah.
to a
And we've always, been very blunt with each other. If I'm having a bad month, which it happens, it's bound to happen on Twitch. Like, if you don't have a bad month, please tell me what you're doing.
yeah, right.
Just good.
What are you doing? And can I copy that?
Can I hop in? Jesus. Yeah, like, we have bad months and he's like, "Hey, step it the fuck up."
Right.
And I do the same with him. Like, he'll take like a couple extra days off work and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing, bud?"
What are you doing?
Like, it's just what we do.
So yes, this episode is gonna go up on YouTube, Spotify, all the typical podcasting places. I know. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, so yeah, because I don't know. I find it so important to have that, just the aspect of support, the aspect of I believe in you. I believe in what you're doing. I also believe that, keeping it real as well, right? Is
Oh,
the idea
God,
of
yeah.
not
You
diluting.
need that, like, that grounding.
Yeah,
You need that, or you
just go
know
crazy. You go all over the place.
yeah. Yep.
You just lose your mind. So what would you say is the hardest aspect of streaming for you right now currently?
Ooh, looking at numbers.
Oh, isn't that the truth right there?
And there are so many people, and I hate this response. Don't look at the numbers, they don't matter.
Mm,
Yes, they do.
they do matter.
The numbers very, very, very much matter. Um, and yeah, there's nothing you can do to like stop your mind from thinking about how many viewers do I have?
Right.
What's my paycheck looking like? How many subs do I have this month? Like, you can't not look at it.
Yeah.
That's like going to work
You
and
it's very irresponsible to not look at it, in my opinion.
absolutely, absolutely.
Because this is a business.
And
This is your business. So you got to know if they're going
mhm,
up, they're going down. Going up.
exactly. Like, you have to know your metrics or you're never going to do anything on Twitch. If you're not looking at your metrics, you're not paying attention to your job.
Right. You know what, Drew? That's a good point. Numbers definitely when it's not your channel and income. That's also true, Drew. It's like VT Haley's number is my number. Well, who cares,
Yeah,
right?
like, I don't care about your numbers.
Oh,
Fuck
hurts.
you.
That hurts.
I'm kidding.
That's okay. I understand. No, I'm just kidding. But that's the thing, right? That's the thing. It's just like when your livelihood depends on it, when your survival depends on it. That's when the numbers
Absolutely.
are important. But that's also when the numbers are just like they hurt you. They hurt your brain because like
Absolutely.
when those dips happen, you're like, what the fuck? what the fuck did I do?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
I haven't done anything. I swear, I'm still the same person. And yet the numbers
Yeah,
just keep.
when you see your numbers just, like, cut in half, it's like, you know why, like, when 9.1 released, when the Race to World First was going on, you know why it happened,
But the little
you
monkey
just
part
don't
of your
want it
yeah, the
to.
little monkey part of your brain's like, no, no, this isn't right. Everything is wrong.
I was so I was so good.
Yeah, I know. I was the
Especially,
best.
like
I remember when I was the best.
especially for a Twitch affiliate, like, working your way to on that, like, path to partner, trying to
Hmm.
get those 75 average viewers, any kind of dip like that, it messes with your brain.
It does. It does.
Is
And it the because it's like when you're so close, when you're so close, you're so close, you're so close, you're so close, and it's like taken away from you. It's just like
Yep.
it's hard. It's really hard, and it's because that's what streaming. At the end of the day, I've always said this: your greatest enemy when it comes to streaming is going to be yourself. You are your number one enemy.
Oh god,
Um,
yeah. Yeah.
because at the end of the day, sure, whatever. You know, viewers don't come and watch. Viewers come and go. Viewers will go in and out. You know, technical issues happen. Bloody, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, the one constant factor that's always going to be there is you. Is who you are. Is what you're thinking at the time. It's tough. It's tough. And if you don't have a good support system, if you don't have a good group of friends who are able to help you get through it or who understand what you're going through, and that's also why, to me, it's important to network with other streamers so that way you can have someone who understands, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree. For sure.
Because, like, you know what it's like. I know what it's like. The old grandma down the street, she does not know what it's like.
She does not understand. She does not get that
I don't
at
even think
all.
she really understands what a cell phone is, but that's not her fault. Do you take it personally, honestly? Like when people were watching Lemon stream for the race? Were you? Did
No.
you take it personally?
No, absolutely not. Because I was watching them.
Right.
While I was streaming, I was watching them. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to, like, that's so exciting. That is so much fun. Out of anything that World of Warcraft, like any event that is hosted
Right.
about World of Warcraft, because they don't actually host the Race to World First, um, that is my favorite
Right.
because um I have so much respect for those players. They're insane. Like Echo played out of their minds this tier. And those guys are coming from last year, Method being disbanded, and these are some of their players putting together their guild,
Right.
getting sponsorships and all of that kind of stuff, and they are
Ooh.
crazy good. Like, of course, I'm a huge like Roger Brown fan
Right.
because oh my god, he's a hunter. Hello. Like,
Like stars in the
yeah.
eye. Stars in the eye. This is actually a really good question from Patrick McKellar, though. Would you want to make the jump to esports casting for the pro teams for Race World First or MDI? Like, let's say BDGG comes up to you and they're like, "Hey, want to come and host? Want to come and cast for us?"
For BDG, absolutely. Every minute of every day, I love them so much.
Listen,
Um,
well, you got the suit for it. You know what I mean? You got the outfit for it. It's awesome.
well, when I was doing Verizon stuff, when we weren't out in the field, we had to be like a business professional and all that kind of stuff. So,
Hmm. Well, so the question after that, or like, let's say Echo comes up to you and they're like, "Want to come and scream for us?" Or if I'm sorry, Limit comes
I
up,
I want more experience before I get to that level.
right?
You know,
Yeah,
like I feel like I know more about BDG than Echo or Limit.
right,
And I would just feel more comfortable with them. And I'd want to like I'm not one to throw myself into the 20 feet deep side of the pool first. I'm not good at swimming. So I would
Yeah.
quickly drown.
What makes you such a fan of BDGG over other guilds?
Um, the guys that actually like play for BDG, they they're more fun, at least like from what I've seen. When I went to BlizzCon 2018, I went to one of their parties and they were welcoming and nice and genuine to me. And that that first impression has, it's stayed there since 2018.
Nice, nice. Oh, that's good. I mean,
Yeah.
you got the people you like, and that's awesome. And I really that's awesome. I really respect that. So, man, really great interview, by the way. This has been a lot of fun. It feels really good to be coming back onto here. Oh, what about joining one of those competitive teams?
Am not good enough for that.
Would you want to be good enough for that? Like if you were
I would love to be good enough. Um, I know that I'm not the best hunter. I know that I'm not the best guardian druid, and I'm nowhere near the level that they are at. That Yeah, I'd love to be that good, but I don't think I want the pressure of being on that team. I want cutting edge, and that's why I'm in the guild that I'm in now, is because they're bound and determined to get cutting edge. But I don't know if I could do race to world first style rating.
would it just be like just like the time commitment towards getting there? Because like that level, when I a year ago I was trying to get really good at competitive Overwatch, right? That
Mhm.
was hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours a day, practicing,
Yeah.
practicing, getting good and doing things. And it's just like it was tough. It was taxing. It was just awful, honestly. I hated every second of it after a certain point. Like, and honestly, it just kind of ruins the game a little bit. It kind of ruined Overwatch for a little bit. It's like, is that something that would bother you, or is it just like,
I think so. Like, I play World of Warcraft in my free time. Like, I wake up, I turn on my computer, I play WoW, I turn on stream, I play WoW, I turn off stream, I play WoW.
I think you play
There's
WoW? I think you play a lot of WoW.
I do. It's kind of disgusting how many hours I have in just this expansion.
Right.
Um, and for
Thank you, pepperoni.
playing as short of a time that I've played, like 5 years, I guess at this point,
Mm.
a little over 5 years I've been playing WoW. I have a really bad number of hours played on my characters.
Well, some of these Race to World First members, these mythic guilds they've been playing for years, like probably since the game came out. Huh? It's
Mhm. Yeah.
long time, long time. So I would say at your level, you're doing a good job right now. Or
Yeah,
for
I
how long you've been
mean,
playing? Sorry, for how long you've been playing? Been doing a really good job. And now Miso actually asked a good question here. Do you think it comes down to independent experience, just not having the group to push yourself to top tier? Because it was like we were talking about earlier. You know, it's hard as streamers to get a dedicated group of people to sit around all day and play a game.
I don't think it's like having a group to push me. I think it's one, I don't know how to read logs. That's a huge problem for me, is that I don't understand logs and I don't know how to go through them and effectively figure out like how I can improve myself.
Right.
Um and two, I don't PvP. And I think that's a huge thing that like will change the way that you play your class, is playing PvP.
Does it
And
just
I
like
don't do it.
give you the deeper understanding of how your class operates
Mhm.
against
Yeah, it
people
does.
of similar skill? I suppose gives better reaction time, I guess, and everything like that along with it.
Yeah, it's like learning to use all of your abilities, not just those core ones,
Hmm.
which I actually learned a lot of, like using like extra abilities from Torghast, which is like the craziest thing to me.
Wow.
Because I didn't use traps. Like they weren't that they don't do damage. They're just
Yeah,
utility.
they're the utility. They're part of your kit, the like really
Mm-hmm.
important part. But
It's
that's also the thing that took me a while to understand when I was playing Hunter as well.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just like
learning how to use your utility in the best ways,
right.
which I think that's where like my brain kind of disconnects a little bit. I've gotten better, but I still just do not have the right brain for it. Brain too smooth.
I think she does. I think she does use traps as a Hunter Storm. I think she does now. Use
Yeah,
traps.
sure.
Yeah, sure. Okay,
Sure.
there we go. All right, so you mentioned Torghast. I gotta ask, Torghast, yay or nay?
Now, yay.
Yay.
Because it's a challenge now.
Okay, and that's what makes it fun.
Um I think so. When it
Sorry, Ganthy
becomes
and
like Antheon
Chorgast.
said, a choregast, like when it starts becoming a chore where you're really not gaining anything from it anymore, it's easy. It I don't like it when it's just too easy. Like I want it to be fun.
Right.
I want to go in there when it says you should probably have a 250 eye level before you try and do this, and I want to try and do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And now there's the ranking system where you have to get 5 stars to go on to Adamant Vaults. That's fun because that gives me something to work towards.
Right.
It gives me a specific goal, not to just skip the whole floor, but to try and kill everything as fast as I can and actually complete it. And I'm a completionist.
Right.
So that's something that I like to do.
So, all right. So let's pivot a little bit here. Stream turns off. You're done with stream for the day. What do you do? Just relax. You play more World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I should have seen that one
Yeah.
coming. So let's say World of Warcraft gets turned off. Let's go a step further than that. What do you do during your free time outside of streaming World of Warcraft?
I watch a lot of TikTok.
TikTok.
I set my PS4 up
Right.
the other day, which I actually had a really great time the other day. I like turned off WoW. I turned off streams and I put Hunter x Hunter on this monitor and I just like was 100%ing Spyro
Oh, that sounds like
on
fun.
my PS4.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. It
So
was
so
great.
so was like WoW a gateway drug to other video games for you?
No, I've always loved Spyro and Crash Bandicoot. Those were my like bread and butter.
Never played either of those
I
games.
always loved like hold on, where's my I have a little dude.
Oh, you got a little Bandicoot. Wow. Oh, I love it. I love it.
But like I've always loved Crash Bandicoot and they remastered it and came out with Crash Team Racing and I had to buy a PS4 for it.
Right, of course. Of course.
So, yeah, no, like they're both great games and they're like for me, those are I don't want to say that they're classic games, but for me they're classic games.
They're classic games. Don't worry. They are classics. They are absolutely 100% classics. You don't have to worry about saying that. I can even I haven't even played the games and I know that they're classics because it's just the way listen.
And anything that can be played on the PS1 or 2, I think can be probably considered a classic at this point.
Pretty much at this point. Pretty much. Especially I mean Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, those are just like pioneers back in the day. Pretty cool. I've never played them though. Very sad. Never played either of them. And makes me want to cry a little bit on the inside because everyone always looks back so fondly on them, and I'm like, okay, all right, I guess, sure.
I guess like for like Crash Team Racing, that's what I played like with my cousins when I went and visited them. Like it was a like family bonding experience, and that's how we all got really close.
Right,
was
right.
That game. So.
Right. Well, that's awesome. That's actually really really cool. So.
Mhm.
We're starting to get a little long in the tooth here. We've been going for almost an hour and a half now, if you can believe it. Isn't that crazy? It is. I know this has been a lot of fun chat. I gotta ask you guys, what did we think of today's episode? Because Haley, super kind, like I said, came on, joined us here. Really thankful for that. And I got to admit, guys, I miss doing this. I miss, and Haley, you've just been an absolute top-notch guest. I gotta tell you, she absolutely carried this entire podcast. So I couldn't agree more. We're absolutely gonna have you on again in the future once this all gets a little bit more polished and it's not just a last-second decision. Like, okay, let's try and do this. Where can people catch you?
What?
Where can people catch you? Where can they come and watch you? What's the schedule look like?
So twitch.tv/VT_. Don't forget the underscore.
Very important.
Yes. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday from 2 to 7 EST.
7 EST. Okay, there you go. Asking for shoulders are sore from carrying your half asleep ass. Oh, VT Haley, what's the answer here?
No, I'm good. I'm used to carrying people.
See, she's used to carrying people, even ones as heavy as me. Yes, guys. Also, thank you, Aowen. There is a shout out to VT Haley as well. Make sure, guys, please go check her out. You have a Twitter, TikTok, anything else that we need to be?
Yeah. Everything is VT_Haley.
Damn, boy.
I made it as
damn, boy, he's thick. Boy, that's a thick ass boy. Damn.
You'll see some ramblings about McDonald's drive-thrus and things that just generally piss me off. But sometimes it's fun.
Sorry, someone redeemed thick, and for some reason all of
favorite.
It's my favorite too, but for some reason all of them are still rolling. For some reason, all of the notifications and everything is still rolling, even though I turned them off. Don't know why. Had to figure that out. Once again, guys, pilot episode, so we're working out the kinks over time, and we'll get used to it. But so really awesome having you on, though, Haley. Thank you so much once again. This was an awesome first episode to come back to, with you being an awesome guest. And you know, I think it's important to have your voice on here, everyone's voice, to be able to talk about some of the things that are going on, you know, in the streaming industry and what's going on with the video game industry right now as well, to be able to educate new people and everything like that. So if you had any advice for any new streamers coming into the game, what would you tell them?
Fun with it.
Have
Seriously.
fun with it.
Yeah, like if you don't like it, don't do it. If you are burning yourself out, take a break. The burnout only gets worse. And also get involved in other forms of social media.
There you go. That is actually a really good piece of advice, guys. If you're just streaming on Twitch, it's tough world.
Absolutely.
But that's why TikTok exists. That's why. And listen, you're gonna have those people like, oh my god, why are you on TikTok? Or TikTok's so stupid. Or TikTok is Chinese government spying on me. Boy, guys, if I got good news for you, they're spying on you anyways. So
a really good like person to look at as far as like outside social media is Third Artifact.
Oh yeah, she's really
so good at it.
Absolutely.
And like
amazing.
she's one of the people that like I look up to as I'm trying to like work on my TikTok and my Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Because she's awesome.
A+ game actually, like super A game. It's really freaking impressive. All right, VT Haley, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Guys, everybody,
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. You're gonna have to do it again. Absolutely, 100% for sure. Guys, chat, everybody, show VT Haley some love. She is like she said, you can find her on twitch.tv/VT_, very important, HALI. We're also going to do a shout out for her real quick, so make sure to go and check her out. Like I said, amazing streamer, amazing World of Warcraft streamer. So if you're looking for that kind of content, she's amazing. Already subbed after she told you to fuck off. Damn it, Malso. You're supposed to wait until after the stream or after the podcast interview. All right, VT Haley. Keep it
Thank
easy.
you, Sam.